JD, I think you had like 14 points late in that third quarter, and then you hit one and kind of looked up at the sky, and then kind of went off from there. But do you feel like you had to just kind of hit one to get going? And what was that 14-point? I think you had 14 points in the last 4 minutes of the third. What were you kind of thinking during that?
Yeah, I think I kind of started off slow today, especially in that first half. I don't think I missed a couple floaters. I don't think I hit a three. So once I hit a three, I think I felt more confident when that went in. I think I just team bleeding me with the ball in my hands, so I just had to carry the load.
Have these last few days been kind of hectic for you? From Monday's playoff game going to yesterday, you're doing the podium in Boston. Like, how has that been like?
It's hectic, but I'm kind of used to it. We did it last year. I didn't do it the year before, but I did it last year with some of the guys, so we knew what was ahead for us. So I think everybody just locked in yesterday.
Jordan mentioned that there were some fans talking to you guys, and he said that you came up to him and told him to, or he pushed somebody on the free throw line. You came up to it and you're like, go over there, like calm down a little bit. He said you've been great leading in that retrospect, like sort of knowing when to calm people down. I think he said a church mouse is quieter than JD, and it's more in his actions.
Yeah.
I know you talked about it a little bit last game too, but like individual guys, like helping calm the storm, it feels like it like reflects in your play as well. How important is that, and how do you think you've progressed that through this season?
Just going back to last game, last time we played them during the finale of the season, I think we got I got a tag, Drew got a tag, two guys got threw out. So I just try to calm those guys down so that don't happen. During that moment of the game where we was up like 7, 8, we was at the free throw line. So just shooting free throws at that point of the game, kind of like we won the game. So basically I just told them to go down there, calm down, and just worry about the next game, worry about the next shot or wherever that case may be. But trying to lead the guys or wherever they are. I have the ball in my hand a lot of times, so they believe in me, so I believe in them. So once I tell them something, I think they listen.
You think Jordan was about to get attacked if he kept?
I don't think he was going to get attacked, but I think the game would have got chippy, especially what happened last time we played here. So I think the game would have got kind of out of hand. So I tried to calm that down. Let's go on, move on.
Speaking of the last game, kind of similar start, right? You guys were hot, up at the half, 70 points, about the same. Was that in the back of your mind, like what happened in the second half last week?
Yeah, that's a good team over there. They well coached and they won the showcase. So we knew that team was gonna make a run. This basketball is a game of runs, so we knew that was gonna make a run. So we just had to stay level-headed and just try to get the win.
Those final few minutes, Nick's got a bucket. You went down. You scored. Then Jordan gets a steal on the inbounds. Then Miles Norris he runs the floor, gets an alley-oop. Like, what do you think about your team allowed you guys to stay calm in those moments and have all of those clutch plays?
Man, we've been here before. We knew what was going to happen. We knew that was going to make a run, like I said. But then again, everybody stayed composed. We didn't make shots down that stretch, but everybody made plays. Like everybody rebound. I think we held Moses to under 30, so that's a good thing. So I think rebounds. Well, so everything. I think everybody was locked in. So we watched film. I think everybody competed and we pulled out the win.
Looking ahead to the Magic, they obviously have been one of the best teams in the league. What do you think is the most important things you guys have to do to be able to come away and make the finals again?
We got to go down there. We got to guard. We got to guard our yard. They play a lot of small ball where we got to play a lot of 15, a lot of switching. So we got to go down there, guard our yard and compete, and I think we'll come up with the win.
What's the challenge of guarding Mac McClung and just having to deal with him?
Man, Mac is probably the quickest guy I ever guarded. So I just got to try to stay in front of him, rough him up a little bit because he's smaller than me. So try to put my hands on him a little bit. That's about it.
We played a couple of weeks ago against the Magic. It was a really high-level game. 273 points scored in the game, back and forth. They scored 50 in the first. You come back and take the lead. That in the back of your mind going into this game?
No, man. I threw that game out the window. It's a different type of game now. We're in the playoffs, so I'm not worrying about that game. The game we lost, so I'm just worried about the game getting ahead of me now.